Hey there guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be reviewing Batwoman Rebirth Volume 3, and this one is called The Fall of House of Kane. This is the last volume for Rebirth of Batwoman. There is 12 to 18 issues, and this is the last one. This came out in January 2019, so obviously it's been a year. I just need to clear some things up. So I know I said in my Batwoman Rebirth Volume 1 review and my Batwoman Rebirth Volume 2 review that I said I probably wouldn't review Batwoman again. Now this is halfly correct. I didn't want to review it again because I didn't understand Volume 1 and 2 of Rebirth until properly googling into it, and then seeing that obviously it's all to do with the Detective Comics, because obviously DC have got no idea what to do with Batwoman, so they're like, oh hey, let's not make why don't we just make Batwoman and Batman best friends? So that's also what I want to clear up. So this is the last one, so there will be spoilers in this because I'm going to give up a full roundup. So obviously I completely understand if you're frustrated watching this video expecting a non-spoiler review, but this will be a spoiler review because I'll be going in a lot of detail of how I felt over the 3 volumes, etc, etc. And I also just want to clear up that I reviewed Allergy, I can't pronounce it, I'm really sorry, okay, but I reviewed one of Batwoman's last comics about a month ago. I thought it was after New 52, but it wasn't. It was done before, back in 2011, before New 52. So it was like New 52 was the remake, and I will still stand by that. I say I still would prefer New 52 remake compared to that comic. So that's just a roundup of what I want to say. I also just want to let you know that I believe that there's no other issues coming out. I asked when I got this at the shop, which was about, I think I went there back in January, I think. No, was it Jan? Maybe December, January time I went to the shop to go and buy this and purchase this. But I did ask if they could search it, and they said that they couldn't find any other volumes coming out or even issues. So I believe this is the last one. I mean, it has been a year since this has come out, so I'm guessing that's true. Which sucks. So basically this Rebirth story goes off from the fact that Batwoman, it kind of is continued from what I've read from the Detective Comics, and the solo story is her after the Detective Comics. So they've basically made a story after the Detective Comics, and they also then did, I believe what I've read up on, they've also done like aftermath. So like they have like Rennie and Batwoman in like a Bane, Batman and Bane Detective Comics, and then Black Mask. So basically this is a follow-on from Detective Comics, and I'm so dumb, I know I am, but it's annoying because I couldn't physically find like proper information. I don't know whether it's because of the websites or what, or whether like the people who do the websites don't really explain properly, or whether it's just me being dumb. But I only learned about this like a few months ago, so it's, for me personally, I don't think this is a Batwoman true story. This is just like a few ideas and storylines that they wanted to put in and make like a few issues of Batwoman, basically. And I feel like this isn't really her story. It's basically just a continuing story from Detective Comics, and they didn't want to add any of this in to the Detective Comics, which is really annoying. And I'm just so done with DC at this point. Like, I'm just, yeah. So anyway, this basically goes to on continuing on from what happened in Volume 2. Obviously, Batwoman, spoiler warning by the way, Batwoman kills Scarecrow, and Batman finds out, and obviously then we find out that her old lover and her old lover's affair, not called Knife, basically is running in the many arms of death, and it's basically all just so that Alice, which is Beth's personality, another personality of Beth, is basically running the many arms of death, and they kill the 2 twins of the many arms of death in a very brutal but lovely graphic way, which I thought was a little bit unnecessary personally for me. I just was just like, you could have just, you know, chucked him off a plane. But anyway, and then the fact that they still continuously use Alice, still to this day, guys, they've been using Alice as like a bad guy since 2013. And I was just like, really? Really? You're going to be using Alice again, Kate's sister? Wow. Wow. I did like her design in this. Alice does look a little bit different in this. I liked her costume design a lot more better than the New 52, I'd definitely say. But I was just a bit annoyed at how they've gone the House of Kane. It's literally just about her sister and her. Nothing to do with her dad. Nothing to do with the dad's girlfriend. Nothing to do with her sister Flamebird. I mean, her cousin, sorry, Flamebird. It was just like... Going a bit further on into the comic, her and Batwoman basically have a fight because Batman wants to take Alice to Arkham, and Batwoman is trying to convince Batman that obviously if she goes to Arkham, she'll never be fully recovered, she won't get the help she needs, she's your cousin, you should treat her as family, she is family. And he's like, yeah, she is, but like, she's psycho, like she needs help. But Batwoman's like, yeah, I'll give her help, but if she goes to Arkham, she will not get help. Which I think Batman knows, because obviously like, every time someone comes out of Arkham, they're just twice as messed up in the head. So anyway, Batman's like, oh yeah, okay, so this is your second chance that I'm going to give you. The last one, well, that will be it. Wow, cool. It was Clash, so I just don't want to like do too many opinions, because I don't want like the flash, like the fallback from people if they watch this video. But basically, I don't particularly like the way this has gone. I don't particularly like the way that the writers have done it. I don't particularly like the way that they have did this story, and I definitely don't like the way that they've just gone like, oh yeah, there's 18 issues, there you go, guys. And like, I literally, if you guys have got Twitter, then you can follow me on Twitter, because I have been talking to quite a few people on Twitter about this. But a lot of people did say like the comic just this run just ended abruptly, and I definitely agree with that. Three volumes, 18 issues, and then basically, oh yeah, there we go, put Batwoman back into Detective Comics. There we go, with Rennie and her girlfriend, who basically left her because she didn't want to be told that she was a lesbian, and you knew. Yeah, as you can tell, this has very much annoyed me. But I definitely give this comic a 2 out of 5. The story was just so Batman based, and like, so I have read a few Detective Comics. I've read 4 of them, and I just wasn't a big fan when I did. And I did have Batwoman in it, but the way that they portrayed Batwoman in Detective Comics compared to how they portrayed her in different comic in like her New 52 and stuff was very much different, and I didn't like that. And I just feel like she's Batman's behind basically in this, and I was just fed up of it. By the end of this, I was like, I'm so done. And like the ending of it, and then she's like, time is this, oh time, you've got time to do this, and you just there like reading it like, really? You know, and she's like, oh, I'm a different person now and all this, and I've come such a long way, and I just feel like they've missed so much out. This is literally just like, I feel like they've just done this rebirth for rebirth. And like, I'm just over it. I know that they have brought out other, I know that she's now in Detective Comics, and obviously, as I said, there's Bane, she's in one about Bane and Black Mask, and as far as I know, that's it. But I'm just so fed up with her, how DC have messed up her story, like, completely, to the point where I'm like, thanks for ruining her, thank you. I did pay full price for this. I did pay £15 for this. I couldn't find this on a normal website I buy this from, but again, I did get this in like November. I think like November, December time I got this, I think. So that sucked. And then also the whole way this was just sucked. The run of it sucked. Yeah, it sucked. I do like how they, don't get me wrong, like I do like how they went in a bit more about the family and stuff, don't get me wrong, but like after New 52 and so much happened in New 52, it was just like, I don't really want to go on about this anymore. Like, can you not think of another storyline? You know? But I'm going to show you some pictures. So they made Alice look like this now, which I think is a lot better than what she was. And I really like these compared to what she had in like the New 52. And then we'll go to the variant covers. I'm not even going to discuss the artwork because consistently it was very good, personally I'd say. I mean, there was ifs and bits, but I liked it. I just didn't like the writing of it personally, and I didn't like the storyline of it personally. I mean, that's got nothing to do with, obviously, them, but yeah. So there's this one I like, all to do with time. And then I don't like them too. There's this one I like. Also, question, who do you think would win a fight, Batman or Batwoman? Because when I watch, obviously, like, they have a fight in this, and I was thinking, who would actually win in a fight, Batman or Batwoman? But you can decide, guys. And then there's these two that I absolutely do love. I especially love this one. This would be a good tattoo. I just feel like this ended up very abruptly, and I would be great if, like, there was more, but I did say on Twitter that I wouldn't, like, on Twitter I did say that I would never really purchase Detective Comics. I know I've only read 4 issues, but personally I just didn't like the way she was written and how she's all up Batman's bumhind. But overall, I'm gonna miss reading Batwoman. I believe this is the last one now. So, unless reading Detective Comics, and unless obviously she's in like other comics, like Harley maybe, or Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Batgirl, Nightwing, all the Bat family. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my review. I know it's been a spoiler review, and I know some people don't like that, but personally I like doing that, and I might go back on it a little bit maybe, and maybe do like one spoiler free review and one spoiler review. My next comic review will be of Venom and Carnage. I did get this pre-ordered, and it did come in like, I think the end of Feb, like around February time it came. So I will be reviewing that next. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!